Eye na ye worry mo a munni mu genotype. Eba ni saying, how come you got married without knowing your genotype? And how come they bless your marriage without knowing your genotype? Knowing your genotype is the most beautiful, the most safest way into your journey as a man or as a woman. Never say I love you until you know his genotype or her genotype. It is so important and so valuable to your future and to the children that you are about to give birth to. A blood disorder from both parents will always produce bad hemoglobin. Many a times we take things for granted. What is genotype? I am going to make it very simple for you so that on your own, do your own research. Put yourself in a position whereby you do not end up producing families or children that are sickless. Genotype is a complete set of genes you have inherited from your parents. When I say your parents, it means your mother and your father. Or it is also a genetic makeup of an organism that completes your genotype. So listening to what I'm saying, two people are involved. Mother A, father B. This is where it becomes very risky. Why am I saying risky? Because as a father or as a mother or as a young man or as a young woman growing up, the first thing you are supposed to know concerning your being as a human being in flesh and body is to understand that one day you are also going to get married. And you need to know that what type of genes am I carrying? Knowing your genotype is a complete gift for your future. If we do not put these principles in check, we are going to end up as a nation producing only sick children. Listen to me. There is nothing like I love you, I love him, I love her, so I cannot leave him. Genotype is so serious that even when you guys are in love more than Romeo and Juliet, and you notice that maybe you are AS and your partner is also AS, or your partner is also SS, it is very, very important that you are careful and do not make a decision to get married when you notice that you have the type of genotypes that will not help you produce good children and also live healthy. You have different types of genotype. Remember, I am making this video so simple for you. I am not going to use all those scientific methods because this is a serious matter and you need a clearer understanding. So listen to me. Let's say you have inherited a genotype from your father. Let's say your father is AS. Okay, let me go straight to this point. We have 3 types of genotype, okay, or we have 4 types of genotype. Number 1, we have genotype that is AA. Genotype that is AA. We also have genotype that is AS. We also have a genotype that is SS. And we also have a genotype that is AC. Even though the AC is not that common. I have made this video before, but I have noticed that people did not pick up that video and they did not share the video how it is supposed to go. So every single day I have parents calling me, please, our daughter is sick, please, our son is sick, what can you do for me? I'm doing this video this morning and I have already wake up with 4 different calls, including one from outside Ghana. Okay, this person is already married, okay, and many of you are also married, producing children, and you do not know your genotype. Listen carefully. If your genotype is AA, let me tell you, the AA is a good genotype. that means you are very outstanding. Okay, AA is very good. It's a good genotype. Now, when we come to AS is a carrier of sickle cell. AS is a carrier, but it's also a good one. It becomes very bad when the AS did not put precaution when selecting a partner. We also have SS. These categories of people, their hemoglobin or their red blood cell is not able to produce well as it should be able to produce. And you and I know that the red blood cell is very important when it comes to the human functioning, as whatever makes up a human being. Your red blood cell is what keeps us going. We also have the AC, even though this type of genotype is not common. So let me give you this breakdown to help your life. Please, if you are watching this video, as soon as you finish watching this video, no matter where you are in the world, if you are not married and you are about to get married, it is a plus for you. Make sure the girl that you are telling her I love you, make sure you know her genotype. You know, many of you know the favorite food of your girlfriends, you know the favorite food of your husbands and all that, but you don't know their genotype. It's become very dangerous when we have religious leaders marrying couples without knowing their genotype. Some of you are watching me, you know that we have discussed this. Many of you, in fact, every single day of my life, I have this call, I have this parent, I have this issue every single day. Why I am inspired to do this video this morning is because I just thought like, okay, this is becoming too much. Now, as a church, you do not have to marry people if you do not know their genotype. What you are doing is that you are putting their future at risk. Let me use my church as an example. If you want to get married, the church has an agreement with a lab. As a young people who are about to get married, you only go to the lab. The lab is going to run all the necessary checks on you, from genotype to HIV to all the other related tests. The lab is not going to give you, the two of you, the results. They send the results straight to the church. And then the pastor and the counselors will go through the results that the lab has gotten from the two of you. When they see anything wrong with your lab, if it's preventable, they will counsel you and advise you that you go and treat this kind. That is in case any of you have any issue. They are going to wait and advise you to check and solve that issue, and you go back and run the test again before they will agree to marry you. Let me talk about another type of religion where maybe the girl is in the north or in the south or in the west. Then the parents will just agree, oh, I know this person's child, I know that lady's child, she's a very beautiful girl, let's marry them with our son. So the guy is somewhere, the lady is somewhere, then they just bring them together and they marry them. It is so risky to the point that they don't even know their genotype. Some don't even know their HIV status. Take charge of your life. Plan your future. Know your genotype. Know the genotype of your husband. Know the genotype of your children. Know the genotype of that girl, that guy that you want to get married to. Never ever say I love you until you know the genotype of the person that you claim you love. And never ever allow yourself to fall in love if you don't even know your own genotype. Never allow yourself to fall in love with the person if you do not know the person's genotype. It is the genesis of the journey of a man that you know your genotype before you allow your feelings to fall for a person. So the genotype that I mentioned, the AS and the SS all fall under what we call the sickle cell. So when we talk about sickle cell, this is an inherited blood disorder disease that you have inherited from your mother or your father. You get it? A sickle cell is an inherited blood disorder that you have inherited from your mother and your father. So let's just look at it from here. Somebody bring a child into this world, and the child is just coming to suffer and suffer and suffer because you fall under the a sickle cell, meaning that your red blood cells are not well formed in shape. Therefore, they are not working the way they are supposed to work. So, you, a sickle cell person, your life becomes very dangerous because every aspect of your life is being exposed to anything that is called infection, that is called disease. You are very vulnerable when it comes to your body being affected by just any sickness, just like that. So please check and know if you are a sickle cell or not before you allow yourself to fall in love. See, my friends, those who are close to me know, and I keep telling them, I said, when you see a lady for the first time and you know this lady is falls within the categories of ladies that you like, and you know that you may love this lady, first of all, ask the person, please, do you know your genotype? Yes. You can ask a lady, what's your phone number? You can ask a lady, where do you stay? You can ask a lady, how old are you, and all that. But you can't ask the person, what is your genotype? The very thing that is taking you into the future to build you a future that is beautiful with happy children all around. You ignore that. You allow yourself to fall in love. You start producing children. And now that the children are falling sick, listen, sickle cell parents go through the worst kind of situation, even more than the special children. If I say special children, are children who have some sort of issues. So they are growing up, they need special attention and all that. I don't want to mention anything. So hear me. Know your genotype. Today, before you tell somebody, I love you. And my advice to all these institutions, instead of calling some of us or doctors to come and educate your church, your organization, as a head, you are sitting there thinking that you alone can teach everything. No. Don't put people at risk. Never ever marry people when you, the one officiating the marriage, do not know their genotype. But why would you even marry people if you don't even know their health concern? I don't want to talk too much about other religions that I spoke earlier on. They just bring the people together and they marry them. That is why when you go to hospital, you see them, this group of religion people, you see them a lot in hospitals. Sometimes they have their own hospital. And when you go there, check. And one of the saddest things is that some of them have this tradition of saying that let's bath the child. So they go to all these women and they are bathing the children. Listen, the bathing that you are bathing the children is good, but that will never ever take away a genotype that is not good away from the child. That child can be so aggressive, but the symptoms will start showing and you will still end up in the hospital. Please, I'm talking to all leaders, institutional leaders, religious leaders. Please again, some of us as a healer or as a traditional healer, We are having these issues coming up to us every single day. Some of them are married. Yesterday I had a couple, they are even pastors. The man is a pastor, the woman is a pastor. And I asked them, genotype, saying, what I mean is that how come you got married? How come you got married without knowing your genotype? And how come they bless your marriage without knowing your genotype? The couples were like, oh, we don't know. Our church don't do those things. Our church don't know those things. And I'm like, in Ghana, a whole church, a whole institution, you bless a marriage without knowing it. Please. This video is so emotional. Like, I am attached to this video because of everyday experience. Please, let's take this as a national issue. Knowing your genotype is not a joke. We can take this as a national issue, a national agenda. Every TV station, every radio station, every blogger should pick up this story. Even you as a blogger, you as a news presenter, do you even know your genotype? Listen, knowing your genotype is the most beautiful, the most safest way into your journey as a man or as a woman. Never say I love you until you know his genotype or her genotype. It is so important and so valuable to your future and to the children that you are about to give birth to. Listen to me. A blood disorder from both parents will always produce bad hemoglobin. Okay? When you inherit a sickle cell from your parent, your hemoglobin, which is the functioning of your red blood cell, can never work perfectly. I don't know what to say. But someone may ask, what is hemoglobin? Okay, hemoglobin disorder are genetic blood disease. Hemoglobin disorder is a genetic blood disease you have inherited from your parents. Please, let's be guided accordingly and let's protect ourselves for the purpose of the future. If this video does not make a meaning to you, just forget about it. Go to a lab. Tell them, I want to do my blood group. I want to do my genotype. I want to know my genotype. At least the results will make a meaning to you. Because I understand that some people want things to be like that in their face before they act. Know your genotype today before it is too late. And remember, anything from the tables of the tea of life is strictly payments before delivery. Please understand this point. I do not prepare herbal medicines and put them on a shelf like you are seeing. There is no anything there. I don't do that. I will only prepare your herbs based on what exactly is wrong with you. Herbal medicine are not meant to be prepared and bottled. No. Even though they are doing it, that is not the way. So, if you call me and you need anything, remember, it is payment before the medicine is prepared. Like strictly payment before the medicine is prepared. I will not finish preparing medicine and be looking for you. No. I know when you pay and we finish and I call you one, you answer the call because you have committed yourself. And that is the only way I can also give you the best result. This is Albert. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.